I don't know what Mazda was thinking. Just look at the dumb smile this car has. Things are geeked up. All right, guys, well, it's been long enough that I've avoided this issue. I just recently did the valve cover gasket, dress-up kit, just the basic misfire stuff. But we keep getting this one problem, oil in the spark plugs and a brutal misfire. And if you subscribe to my channel, you're probably here because of cars. I know I've kind of dabbled off into fitness and overall different things as my car's been broken, but I think it's time to lock back in with this thing. Yeah, best case scenario here that hasn't been addressed yet is the PCV valve. So the PCV valve, if that's failing, it's basically going to send upwards pressure from the crankcase, which ultimately can lead into oil getting into the plugs and overall oil loss in general. Our worst case scenario would be a ring issue. So before I end up going big turbo with this thing, which is the plans for the near future, let's hope that we don't have a problem like that going on, because that would not be fun.
I'm fast as fuck, boy. Still fast as fuck, boy.
Buddy, that is not a good thing. Like, Jesus. Dude, look how fouled out those things are. Every single one of them. So yeah, if you're familiar with cars in the slightest, you know that oil's not supposed to be on spark plugs. So, yeah, it's not good. So what we're gonna do tomorrow is go to the parts store and get new plugs and hope and pray that this thing's not absolutely fucked. I planned on ordering a precision turbo very soon. So hopefully I'm not ordering rings and diving into that whole thing, because I want to make that happen fairly soon. When I did the valve cover gasket, I'm an idiot and I was rushing and I put the old plugs back in that had oil on them previously. So let's just hope it's messed up plugs. Fingers crossed for that, because I don't want any crazy things before I get that turbo. Regardless, we're gonna do what's best for this car, and I want to have the longevity of this thing. If we gotta get rings, gotta get rings. It is what it is. Courtesy Harley burnout, fuck yeah. And the people that know me personally, or even on the channel too, depending how long you've been here, you know that ever since I went in my buddy's Gen 1 Speed 3, I've always wanted one. And don't get me wrong, as much stress as this car causes me, I can't give up on this thing. All right, boys, so we got the new spark plugs back in, throwing the intercooler back on, tightening up the blow-up valve a little bit, and hopefully this bitch will actually run. Alright guys, so as you might be able to tell, this thing's got some funky shit going on with it. The lights are flickering when I hit the gas. I got no power steering, and it didn't want to start up after I shut it off and tried turning it back on. So I'm going to test the alternator, test the battery, and we'll see what we got going on. Either way, this thing's going to get built to shit, so stick around and stay tuned because there's going to be some cool stuff going on. Yes, sir.